So here we are, October 23, 2019. Will finally be the end of the line on this earth for gladly and madly the cross-eyed bears, otherwise known as them bars, that I had been calling them for a quarter century or more, thanks to some mountain man movie where the guy says, I killed me a bar, and Mommy Dearest, I'm going to put this up, this is a 35 millimeter, and now I'm going to go up to standard 35 millimeter cameras, 50 millimeter lens. So I know Mommy Dearest put new noses on at least once. The eyes, of course, were always white and dark and cross-eyed. Original eyes may be lost. I think these were made. She always had something cool in the back on the sweaters. There's umpteen different kinds of outfits for them. She would take them in the car. They had sunglasses and driving caps and shoes and different kinds of boots. This is kind of cat on that one. On Gladly and Madly has some kind of a theater mask there. And they were always with her. They suffered badly in the final couple of years because she wasn't able to wash them. She would wash them and stuff, and I had always promised for quarter century plus, maybe, whatever, that yes, they will be cremated with her, knowing full well that Neptune would never, or anybody would never cremate something other than humans in the machine for fear of whatever contamination and toxic gases or whatever. So I always expected to cremate them separately, perhaps commingle the ashes, but that didn't happen. So now here we are, ready to be cremated and then distributed, dispersed at the Santa Monica Pier later this year. I asked Mom in a dream last night if she was doing okay without the bears. Because I rarely ever dreamed a super vivid dream. Ultra vivid. She's cross with me at the back door, and I'm going, come on, Mom, knowing that she's just in one of her modes. And then somehow she's swimming. She gets to the end of the pool, and I say, at the back door, I say, you're all right, something else, and I go, oh, you're all right without the bears with you. Them bars. And the image of Mom there, whoa. She's like, oh my gosh, very, very old and wrinkled, and she kind of curls on her side even though she's in a pool, and she goes, yes, I'm all right. So I reckon it's taken an emotional toll on me as well. I'd never looked forward to doing it. And where are we here? So they have sand weighted feet. So the sand will be collected. No pictures of the cremation allowed. They will be wrapped in window screen material, and I have a high-powered lawn weeder, a propane-powered device that will incinerate them in that and try to recover the thing's clean. Has a catch basin at the bottom of it. Is very, so most of the ash will be super fine, textile ash, and it's finally time to say goodbye. Oh, I had this fun thing where they were thugs for a while. I didn't buy some little pistols at the post office of all things. The keychain pistol was a guy that got some pistol earrings up on Telegraph, and Mom was just finally getting too non-dexterous to sew little holsters together for them. For the thuggery. We were looking up thugs in India. Thug, thug, thug. Stop the thuggery. And Mom had all sorts of... all her life. And it came with ours too. Don had a lamb. Baba Black Sheep had a Myrtle a turtle. And Bob had baby lion. We all had... And I did that with my kids. I had 4 different animals. With 4 different MOs. So something was fun. I think Donald, her brother Donald, had gotten that going with her. When he passed, then she did it with Aunt Dora. Had whole massive extravaganzas of make-believe. I did that with Bob, taking the Flexi roller sled up the alley to these vacant lot coming off of Margarita where the king and queen lived, and the whole massive thing, and it did not affect my ordinary life whatsoever. It runs separately in a separate metal space, so it can be, but it typically for me it never was. Even with the turtle, I never loved the turtle, but I always slept with it, and, etc. And of course, Dad was never one for any kind of emotional thing as exterior. Probably was interior, but exterior. And yet he finally ceded to Mom one year. He said, "You know, I would murder those bears if they weren't so cute."